Hi to all. This session is of connective tissue and I am Shalini Bhatia explaining you the topic. The characteristics of connective tissues are as follows. Connective tissue contains cells and matrix. Cells are embedded in the matrix. The matrix have different characteristics. It can be fluid, it can be dense, it can be rigid, it can be jelly-like. The nature of the matrix differ according to the function of the particular connective tissue. For example, blood. Its function is to transport substances, so it has a fluid matrix. For example, bone. It has a rigid matrix because its function is to support the body. The first connective tissue that we are starting is blood. Blood has a fluid matrix called plasma. Plasma contains proteins like globulins, fibrinogen, albumins, etc. Salts, sodium, potassium salts, hormones. There are different kinds of cells present in the blood, that is RBC, red blood corpuscles, WBC, white blood corpuscles, and platelets. These are suspended in the plasma. The functions of blood. Blood helps to transport gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc., digested food, hormones, waste material to different parts of the body. RBC, that is erythrocyte, transport oxygen. WBC, that is leukocyte, protects us from diseases. Platelets, that is thrombocytes, help in blood clotting. Lymph is another connective tissue. The word lymph comes from lympha, which means connected to water. Lymph consists of cells called lymphocytes. Lymphatic system consists of lymph, lymph nodes, and lymphatic vessels. Bone. This connective tissue forms the framework to support the body. The cells of bone are known as osteocytes. They are embedded in a hard matrix, which is composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. This is the diagram of bone, in which you can see the central canal, which is filled with blood vessels, where the blood cells are formed. The next connective tissue is ligament. It connects bone to bone. It is elastic and strong in nature. It has a very little matrix. Ligaments are viscoelastic. It means they strain under tension and retain original shape when tension is removed. But if tension is prolonged, then they cannot retain their original shape. And this is the reason that if there is any dislocation of joints, then it should be set as quickly as possible. Tendons, the cells are called tenocytes. It is composed of elongated fibroblast type of cells, which have a prominent nucleolus and well-developed rough endoplasmic reticulum. It connects bone to muscles. It has less flexibility and more strength. Here you can see tendons and ligaments in the diagram. This is the tendon and this is the ligament. Cartilage. They are present in our nose, ear, trachea, etc. and they have more space between the cells. The matrix contains proteins and sugar. The cells of cartilage, chondrocytes, which have a nucleus. Areolar tissue. Areolar tissue is loose connective tissue. Areolar comes from a Latin word named little open space because the fibers are far apart with open space filled with interstitial fluid in between. It is found between skin and muscles, around blood vessels, nerves, and in bone marrow. It fills the space inside the organs and helps in repair of tissues. This is a diagram of areolar tissue. Adipose tissue is a loose connective tissue. It stores fat below the skin and internal organs. It consists of adipocytes. The cells are filled with fat globules. So they are the energy sources. They also act as an insulator. There are two types of adipose tissue: white adipose tissue, which stores energy, and brown adipose tissue, which generates body heat. This completes connective tissue. I hope you must have understood it.